What if everything we thought we knew about consciousness, the brain, and death was wrong? What if the very scientists who once dismissed the idea of an afterlife were the ones who ended up proving it by experiencing it? Tonight, we follow one of the most unbelievable stories ever told, not by a mystic, not by a religious prophet, but by a Harvard-trained neurosurgeon, a man of science who, for most of his life, laughed at the idea of life after death, until he died and came back. This is the story of Dr. Eben Alexander and what he says he saw when his brain was dead and his soul was alive. Prepare yourself, because once you hear what he witnessed, you may never look at death or life the same way again. Before the coma, before the near-death experience, Dr. Eben Alexander was just like any other respected academic in the medical world. He was a neurosurgeon who had taught at Harvard Medical School. He had performed thousands of brain surgeries. He believed, fiercely, that the brain created consciousness, and when the brain died, so did the person. His worldview was grounded in logic, biology, and the physical laws of nature. He often found comfort in the predictability of science, the measurable, the repeatable, the provable, and in that worldview, the idea of a soul, laughable, near-death experiences, illusions, chemicals firing in a dying brain, nothing more. In fact, when patients shared their vivid stories of tunnels of light, reunions with loved ones, a sense of peace beyond words, he would nod politely. But in his mind, he dismissed it all, just a brain shutting down. He was not a cruel skeptic, but he was a firm one. He believed what he could touch, cut open, scan, measure. And yet, life has a way of humbling even the most certain minds. Because what happened next, no amount of science could explain. The man who once said consciousness ends with the brain would soon find himself conscious with no brain function at all. And that was just the beginning.